Have you ever wondered what's the deal with hacking? Is it always a criminal act, or are there situations where it can be seen as a force for good? Today, we have a topic that's sure to raise a few eyebrows and spark some curiosity. We'll be discussing the legal and ethical aspects of hacking. Buckle up because we'll take you on a journey through the intricacies of hacking that you probably didn't know existed. Defining hacking. To kick things off, let's start by understanding what hacking really is. Hacking isn't just about malicious hackers breaking into systems. It's a broad term. Now, let's dive deeper into the concept of hacking. It's not as straightforward as we might think. Hacking can take many forms and serves various purposes. Is hacking always about breaking into systems and causing harm? Or can it be used for constructive purposes? Imagine a group of students who are tired of their school's outdated security protocols. They decide to hack into the school's system, not to cause harm, but to highlight the vulnerabilities and encourage improvements. Are they criminals or activists for a safer educational environment? Can hacking be a skill used to secure and protect rather than exploit? Picture a small business owner, Sam, who realizes that the personal data of his customers is at risk. He decides to learn hacking skills to identify and patch security flaws in his system. Is Sam a criminal, or is he a responsible business owner taking matters into his own hands? Is hacking always a solo endeavor, or can it be a collaborative effort for the greater good? Think of a group of friends who are passionate about cybersecurity. They come together to form a hacking collective working to help organizations improve their security. Are they a cybercriminal gang, or are they a group of ethical hackers united by a common cause? These are just a few questions that illustrate the multifaceted nature of hacking. As we explore this topic further, keep in mind that hacking, in its essence, is the act of creatively and skillfully manipulating systems, and its morality often depends on the intent behind the action. Ethical hacking. Ethical hackers, often referred to as white hat hackers, are individuals who use their expertise to uncover vulnerabilities in systems with the consent of the system's owner. Their mission? To secure and protect. Imagine a multinational corporation concerned about the safety of its financial data. They decide to bring in an ethical hacker, Lisa, who is certified and trained to test their security systems. Lisa diligently examines the company's networks, finds weak spots, and helps them strengthen their defenses. She's like a security superhero, protecting valuable assets. Ethical hacking involves a set of practices that differ significantly from malicious hacking. 1. Permission. Ethical hackers always have explicit permission to access and test a system. Without this permission, their actions would be considered illegal. 2. Responsible disclosure. When ethical hackers discover vulnerabilities, they report them to the system owner rather than exploiting them. This responsible disclosure ensures that the issues are resolved promptly. 3. Legitimate tools and techniques. Ethical hackers use legal and authorized tools and techniques to identify weaknesses in systems. They don't engage in any illegal activities. 4. Intent to improve security. The primary goal of ethical hacking is to enhance security and protect against potential threats. Consider a cybersecurity firm that hires ethical hackers to simulate attacks on their clients' systems. They carry out penetration tests, trying to breach the system's defenses, just like malicious hackers would. However, their intentions are entirely different. Their aim is to uncover vulnerabilities before the bad actors do and assist in strengthening security measures. Ethical hacking certifications, such as the Certified Ethical Hacker, or CEH, ensure that these professionals are well-trained and follow strict ethical guidelines. Organizations worldwide hire ethical hackers to safeguard their systems from potential threats and stay one step ahead of cybercriminals. So, the next time you hear the term hacker, remember that it's not always synonymous with criminal activity. Ethical hackers are on a mission to protect, making the digital world a safer place for us all. Legal aspects. So, let's address a pressing question. Is hacking always illegal? Well, the answer isn't a simple yes or no. The legality of hacking depends on various factors, primarily intent and authorization. Imagine you're locked out of your own social media account because you've forgotten your password. You use password recovery options or guess a few common passwords until you regain access. Is that hacking? Technically, you've accessed an account without authorization, but your intent wasn't malicious. Most likely, you won't face legal consequences. Now, let's consider a situation where you discover a vulnerability in a website and decide to inform the owner about it. You've accessed their system without explicit permission, but your intention is to help them secure it. This is a gray area. Your actions might be appreciated or could be seen as illegal. Think of a security researcher who identifies a flaw in a popular software program. They create a proof of concept to demonstrate the vulnerability, but they do it without the software company's consent. This can be a tricky situation. They're trying to help by exposing a problem, but it's not always clear if it's legally justifiable. To navigate this complex landscape, many jurisdictions have specific laws governing hacking and computer crimes. The Computer Fraud and Abuse Act, or CFEA in the United States, for example, defines various computer-related offenses and penalty. It's crucial to be aware of the legal framework in your region and seek legal advice if you're unsure about the legality of your action. Hacking for justice. Hacking doesn't always fit neatly into a legal or illegal category. Sometimes hacking is a tool used to fight for justice. Hacktivists are individuals or groups who leverage their hacking skills to expose corruption, human rights violations, or other wrongdoing. Imagine a scenario where a group of activists, deeply concerned about environmental pollution, infiltrates a company's servers to reveal documents proving illegal waste disposal. Their actions are illegal, as they involve unauthorized access, but they believe they're serving a greater good by exposing environmental crime. Consider a situation where a whistleblower within a repressive regime uses hacking to expose government abuses. Is this individual a criminal, or are they shedding light on critical human rights issues? The ethical dilemma is clear. Hacktivism often blurs the lines between legal and illegal actions, raising questions about whether the ends justify the means. While some may view hacktivists as heroes, others may see them as criminals. Understanding these complexities is essential, as it highlights that hacking can be a powerful tool for societal change, but it also carries significant legal and ethical risks. Legal consequences. Picture this. A curious teenager, David, decides to gain unauthorized access to a school's computer system to change his grades. His intention wasn't malicious, but his actions were illegal. When he's caught, he faces serious legal action, possibly including charges related to computer intrusion or unauthorized access. This scenario serves as a reminder that even non-malicious hacking can have severe legal implications. The legal consequences of hacking can include 1. Criminal charges. Unauthorized access to computer systems can result in criminal charges, such as computer fraud, identity theft, or wiretapping. 2. Civil liability. Hacking can lead to lawsuits from individuals or organizations affected by the breach, seeking damages for losses or privacy violations. 3. Fines and penalties. Convictions for hacking-related offenses may result in substantial fines, restitution payments, or probation. 4. Imprisonment. In severe cases, hackers may face prison sentences, particularly if their actions cause significant damage or financial losses. It's essential to be aware of the legal landscape in your jurisdiction and recognize that hacking, even with good intentions, can carry significant risks. This is where ethical hacking certifications like the Certified Ethical Hacker can be beneficial. They provide a framework for understanding the legal and ethical boundaries of hacking while helping professionals use their skills responsibly and legally, staying on the right side of the law. Given the potential legal consequences of hacking, aspiring ethical hackers often wonder how they can pursue their interests while staying on the right side of the law. Here's a solution. Ethical hacking certification. Imagine Emily, a tech enthusiast passionate about hacking. She wants to turn her hobby into a legitimate and ethical career. To do this, she decides to get certified as a certified ethical hacker. This certification provides her with the knowledge and skills to responsibly and legally use her hacking abilities for positive purposes. Certifications like CEH are designed to 1. Teach ethical guidelines. They educate individuals on the legal and ethical boundaries of hacking, emphasizing responsible disclosure and lawful practices. 2. Validate skills. Certifications prove that individuals possess the skills and knowledge required for ethical hacking, making them valuable assets to organizations. 3. Offer practical experience. They often include hands-on training, allowing aspiring ethical hackers to gain practical experience in a controlled environment. 4. Promote a code of conduct. Many certifications emphasize the importance of professional and ethical conduct within the cybersecurity field. By pursuing ethical hacking certifications, individuals can learn how to use their skills for constructive purposes and navigate the legal landscape, reducing the risk of inadvertently breaking the law. As we wrap up today's discussion on the legal and ethical aspects of hacking, remember that hacking is a double-edged sword. It can be a force for good or a weapon for malicious purposes. It all comes down to intent and, of course, staying within the boundaries of the law. Thank you for joining us on this eye-opening journey into the world of hacking. If you found this video informative and engaging, click the next one shown on the screen. I'm sure you'll like it. Thanks for watching,